Depression is not real. Temporary sadness is. Because of this temporary sadness can be attributed to two things. The first is either you lack identity and purpose, or you lost something or someone, or you failed to achieve something, a goal or a milestone in which you desired to. So let's take the first one, identity and purposelessness. Majority of you, as you know, will wake up like accident, no bearing on your time, nothing to do, no means of getting up, nothing to chase, no means of existence. Nobody will care if you fall down and die. That is a terrible way to live your life, my friend. Another angle you can look at this thing is you're waiting for some external thing to define your existence, like a job, a girlfriend, a party. Think about the most happiest time you were this year. It was when you were going for that party or you had an interview. There was something you were expecting. The consistent thread that runs across this fabric of examples is you were expecting something. There was something to get up for. The the highest high of this year was when you would text your boys of what you were going to do in the party. Oh, I'm going to do X, Y, Z. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And when the party finally came around, or that fest, or that hedonistic route in which you choose to follow, when you rolled around and when you were done, you went back to your depressed life. My friend, all you lack is identity and purpose. Once you find your purpose, once you have an identity, everything would melt like frost before the sun. We've attacked it from the angle of purpose. So identity, majority of you do not know who you are. We struggle in an identity crisis. Unfortunately so. People do not know who they are. People try to affiliate with certain community to give them an identity. So when you say you are depressed, that is an identity in and of itself. At least it's better than nothing. And another thing about having no identity is you are ignored. You seem invisible because there's nothing to attribute towards you. If I say Ronaldo, for instance, you think football, work ethic, discipline, they are good attributes to assign to him. But when I say your name, nobody has anything. Perhaps no one even knows you. So when you affiliate with the depressed community, you gain a voice. You guys are treated a certain way. You have liberty to mess up. Why did you mess up? Oh, I'm depressed. Why didn't you come early to work today? I'm depressed. So it's a pure all excuse. In a society where someone who's fat, lazy, and poor, you're not allowed to call him a failure. You call him a depressed person. That's the more lenient approach as opposed to the former. When you go to that Wednesday or Friday therapy, sitting around a group of people who are talking about how it's very difficult for them to live and they're suicidal all the time, and everybody's taking turns to listen to each and every one, and the pat on your back while you're speaking and the rapt attention people give you, which is very rare. You're always used to being ignored, and all of a sudden you find a community that listens to you, that actually is interested in your problem. Perhaps you guys create a group chat and meet every Wednesdays. That activity in and of itself, you found happiness in it. You look forward to going to Wednesday and Thursday meetings where you can all talk about how difficult it is to live and how you want to go so badly. You can see now that you already have the motivation inside of you. You're just using it the wrong way. You're already consistent, but you're consistent on the wrong things. Change what you're consistent on. Find your purpose, find your identity, and you will be fine. How do you go about finding all these things? Well, you do not find it, and finding it is not your purpose. Finding your purpose cannot be your purpose. This purpose of a thing evolves over time. It's not something that's static, and you have to embrace the evolution. For instance, Cristiano Ronaldo started as a peasant who was cleaning, pressure washing the roads, cleaning the roads, to average footballer, to the best footballer, to a businessman, to a motivational speaker, to a work ethic guy. You can see how he's evolving, stacking up this way. So there's no one thing you can hold on to and say, this is my purpose. Of course, there's something you're going to excel in, but as a rule of thumb, it evolves over time. Every single thing you have today is a stepping stone towards another thing. For me, from learning how to, from starting in the trenches to learning the stock market, to being ignored by friends, to making money in the stock market, doubling it in real estate. Now I'm about to venture into the software industry. So it's all an evolution, stacking up. I forgot to include that I learned programming at one certain stage. Although I did not complete the course, but it gave me an idea of the vastness of what automation can do. Nowadays, most of my business is fully automated. Those are things that I would have outsourced manually as opposed to using the internet. Not necessarily because I do not like the internet, but because my horizon hasn't been broadened to realize that this is a possibility. For instance, I own a lot of rental properties. Instead of having a ledger or a booking account, some kind of spreadsheet drawn up on each accounting, there was a way we automated it such that I can see the performance of my landed properties. So on my phone, that's the power of automation. Had I not learnt that programming, although I didn't finish it, I didn't understand what was happening at that time. I wouldn't, or my business would not be as functional as it is currently. Now, I'm not recommending you leave your life to chance, but you're actively doing something to put you ahead, to push you forward. That's what I'm advocating for. Not leaving your life to chance. That's not it. Believe that all your consistent actions are laddering up to something. So find your identity, find your purpose, and depression will fade away. The other one is you failed at something or you failed to achieve something. You lost someone as a result of your current stage. The reality of it is, if you lost someone, especially a friend, it's most likely you're not the kind of person she or he wants to hang out with, and it's fine. Instead of bitching about it and blaming the other person, take responsibility and increase your power level such that you will become the kind of person that is desirable by all. Do you think that Elon would struggle to get friends? Why do you think that is? It's not necessarily because of money, it's not necessarily because of his financial status, but the kind of value he has to offer. The Bible says it. A man's gift will make way for him. A man's gift will make way for him. Identify your gift, find it, refine it, and serve to a targeted audience. So if you failed at something, understand that failure is necessary. Failure is what brings success. Don't shy away from failure. It was Friedrich Nietzsche that said, I know of no better life purpose than to perish in the pursuit of the great. The fact that it's impossible is not a reason for you to shy away from it. Where would the courage of greatness be if success was certain? So if you fail at something, it means you're trying. It means you're trying. Remember, you didn't have all these problems, or you had all these problems the moment you said you are going to change your life. At least that is an indicator that you're trying. That is an indicator that you're not where you want to be, but you're not where you used to be. So keep failing, learn from your failures, iterate, take action, use the scientific method of things, which is observe, iteration, and feedback. Observe what you did, do it again, do it better, and get feedback. As always, my friends, I'm rooting for you all. Depression is not the way. Not kill yourself. As always, I'll see you in the next one.